Yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy Rick Taylor, back with another episode of the Rick Taylor Entertainment Podcast. And I'm here with my dog, Munch Lauren, man. What's going on with you, man?
What up with you, man? What's good?
Nothing much, man. You already, second time's a charm. Welcome back to the show.
I appreciate you having me again.
For sure. As you can see, you switched it up a little bit. Last time it was just a one-on-one interview. Now it's like I'm on the camera podcast type situation.
Yeah.
And we're going to get into some things about what's going on with you. But before we start with that, this past weekend was Sweetest Day, man. Did you enjoy your Sweetest Day, man? Did the lady give you something, man? Nice.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Me and my lady, we chill. We had a nice little 101.
Okay.
No kids.
Right. Okay, that's cool, man. That's good to see the guys get appreciated and celebrated on that day, because a lot of people try to say like, oh, it's a made-up holiday, or dudes don't supposed to get nothing, but
Right.
it feel good to get appreciated, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like only the bitter women.
Yeah. And they say a lot of times, like, the women who ain't got no money or don't want to get their guys nothing, they start something on purpose. So you know how that go. Now, another thing I want to bring up, man, quick fashion statement, man. The glasses, man, like you wear the round glasses. It's crazy. I had a pair of those glasses, and I took a picture in them, and somebody was like, "Man, you look like a bigger version of Munch Lauren." I remember Spotty Mayweather had shared it on my birthday. I took a picture, and he's like, "Damn, what happened to Munch Lauren?" and shit like that. But that was funny though.
Now, I've seen that.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you if you've seen that. Okay. Now, where did that come from? Like, you getting those glasses and starting that statement, that trend. What about those glasses stuck out to you and made you want to rock those, stuff like that?
I remember the first time I got a pair of glasses, because really I don't wear glasses. Mm-hmm. It ain't prescription. Right. So it was like my junior year in high school. I was at Silver Star. I was shopping at Silver Star. They had some the circle glasses. It reminded me of Master P.
Yeah, okay. That's exactly the vibe I got.
On top of that, my pops, he wear glasses, so he used to have the Cartier circle ones, all that stuff. So I remember I had grabbed that pair, and I wore them to school the next day. Man, I got so many numbers that day. I was I'm gonna keep on wearing these glasses.
Man, I can imagine, because them glasses, player, bro. And I seen them, I was like, these cold. I'm like, these the Munch glasses, and that gave me the Master P vibe too when I put them on. So it was okay, I see Munch. Now, let's get right into it, man. What's been up with Munch Lauren, man?
I'm still just working. Dropping. I'm dropping singles almost every week. I'm dropping a single. We working. We just building the catalog. Keeping it going.
Right. Now, you've been dropping a lot of singles, man, and they all be hits, bro. It's like you don't miss. Do you think making the singles is better than doing projects and mixtapes, or it depends on what kind of artist you is or what your buzz is?
I think it depends on the artist, but also it depends on the time. Right now, it's better for you to drop singles, because a lot of people they forget. Mm-hmm. If you drop a project and you don't want to drop another project the next week, but people forget after they hear your project a good couple times, they might start wandering off, start listening to something else, and they'll forget you even dropped just 2 weeks ago or something. Right.
And we in a time where you got to be consistent. You can't drop a single or a mixtape or album and just disappear. You got to keep it going.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you, because you have all your songs mostly always be on the radio in rotation. Now let me ask you, is it any pressure when you go into the studio and create music? Because are you trying to top that song from before, or is there any pressure, or it's just it's natural to you, ain't no pressure?
No, it ain't really no pressure, because I really just go in the studio and I just I do me, and I let the people decide if it's a hit or not. I really just go in, flow with it, find a nice beat I like, and whatever come to my head with it, I go for it.
Right. I don't know if I asked you this the last interview. What was your first song that took off? Oh yeah, this finna be turned up.
I'd say the first song that I kind of when I seen it, I wanted to be I'm finna go even harder. Mm-hmm. It was a song called "Glazing on Your Ass."
Okay. Now how long ago was that? That was 2010.
Matter of fact, it was right after Christmas of 2010, so it was going into 2011.
Right. That was like, for people like the younger generation, they probably know, but in case y'all don't know, that was like the Jack era. Like, and I was telling Big Frank, like, you and him is like one of them people. It's more people, but like y'all, the big names that really like still got that sound, but mix it up with like modern day, like y'all own swag, and it's cold. Like y'all really be shutting stuff down with that. Yeah. And congratulations to that. Now, Twerk Fest, man. Like, where did that come from? How did that come about?
Cheek Fest.
Yeah, Cheek. My bad. Cheek Fest. Cheek Fest.
Yeah. It basically came off of the song. I was me and my team was already doing like the dummy ass bash at first. And, I dropped Cheeks, and it took off. So we decided to, like, start creating events around that and called it the Cheek Fest. We started with a Halloween one. That's why it was called Cheek Fest, like how Halloween be like the Oktoberfest and all that stuff. So we did it like that. It was a Halloween party, Cheek Fest. It did numbers, and we decided to do it every year. Right.
And that's dope, bro. Like, that's dope that you can create, like, keep doing that annually and getting that crowd to come out. Every year, it's a new crowd, and people want to go to the next one because they heard about the last one.
Right.
Now, when you first threw that, like, was you a household name already? And even if you was you kind of nervous about, like, how the turnout was going to be, like, if everybody's going to come or stuff like that?
Yeah, when I first did that, I was already doing, like, parties and clubs, events, and all that stuff already. So I kind of was like, it was more so like we was just trying to figure out something we can stick to and keep doing it and keep, And when that stuck, we was like, we got one, and we kept going with it.
Right, and that's dope. I think I forgot which one I went to. I don't know if was it probably Cheek Fest, because what number is on now for Cheek Fest?
This the fourth year, third, like the fourth or third.
I know I came to the one I was with Ray, and Bankhead was hosting, and
that was last year.
Yeah, so that's like 3, man. That was crazy, man.
Yeah.
That was my first time ever being to one of those, and it was lit, bro. Like, y'all had that stage lit. The girls was rocking, dancing, battling. Like, that's every year, or is it like the same girls, or is it like different ones come up?
It be different girls every year. Different girls come out. I mean, the same girls come too, but different ones come, like, every year it get bigger and bigger, so.
Right. Okay, now for somebody who's probably into dancing or scripting or whatever, just like to dance, and they want to get into Cheek Fest, like, how can they go about getting into that? Is it a process, audition, or what?
Not really. It's just you just come to Cheek Fest, you sign up at the DJ booth, and we call them, get it organized, and, we call them to come basically dance on stage, get in the contest.
Right. Have you ever had to turn anybody down because it was too many?
Nah, we figure out a way.
Right, okay. The more the better. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
We figure out a way.
Now, like I said, I seen that Cheek Fest and it was going crazy. Now, let me ask you, what's the craziest story that you can tell us that happened at Cheek Fest, or even, like, let's take it outside of Cheek Fest, a concert or something. What's the craziest story you can tell?
Let me think about something real. I'd say, like, the most thing that kind of stick to me is the first time I went to Racine. First time I ever went to Racine, they had me come through the back. It was like a old bank. It was a club, but it was like an old bank before the club. So they had me come through a back way. I come up the stairs, and there's a VIP room. I'm like, we were probably like 15, 20 deep, all my people. And the lady come to me and was like, we got a couple of girls that, they basically paid them to take pictures with me.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, cool. When they brought the girls in, the girls came in fainting, crying. Oh, Munch, Bankhead, because Bankhead was with me too.
Right.
So they just was crying, all that stuff, and it was just like, I'm like, wow, y'all crying over me? Like,
right.
I kind of was like, thinking like, I kind of was putting myself like, I ain't nobody to cry about, like, thinking like that, but, they love me out there, so.
I know that probably just made you realize, like, damn, I'm bigger than what I think I am. And it's like, they listening to me down here. That shows that I'm somebody. Now, let me ask you this. Like, by you having that household name that you got and you've been out here for some time, like, do you have to move a certain way, or like, you know, like, do you feel like you have to move a certain way? And if so, like, how do you, like, well, you ain't got to tell how you move. Do you feel like you have to move a certain way and like be low and you can't, you know, because people might love you, but at the same time, you don't really know who's genuine or not.
Yeah.
And we living in a time where clout is at all time high, so you can't tell who a fan or who not.
Yeah. You most definitely got to move different than the normal person, but I kind of was moving like that before I was even, you know, Munch Lauren. I was kind of to myself, you know, I wasn't too, like, I always was kind of like, I dressed loud, like, you know, like that, but I also was the quiet person in the room all the time, so, you know, I easily, you wouldn't even know I'm in the room.
Right.
And when I'm leaving, so that's just how I always move.
Right, and I definitely get that from you. When I first met you, you was quiet and smooth. And like, if somebody really ain't paying attention, they wouldn't even know like who you are.
Right,
so,
right.
And you don't. And another thing I noticed about you, bro, like you don't really do a lot of like bragging or I'm the first to do this or this and that. Like it is what it is with you. Like the music speaks for itself. And like you said, even from back in the day, like doing music with Bankhead and them. Like, how does it feel to see, like, how far y'all came, like, from Bankhead and also you see, like, Big Frank and stuff like that? Like, how does it feel to see the success and where y'all came from?
Sometimes it be like, I still be shocked behind it. I call Bankhead sometimes, like, bro, because I see, like, an old video or something, I send it to him and I call him, like, dog, that's crazy. Though.
Right.
We used to do that, like, and it be like, you know, like I said, like, you look at it and be like, dang. I started right there, and now I'm here. Like,
right.
I remember when me and Bankhead used to tell people we wanted for $300 you get both of us, like stuff like that for the shows and stuff. So it was like,
right,
it's real crazy.
Now that $300, yesterday's price is not today's price. Like,
most definitely.
If somebody want to book Munch Lauren, what's that ticket if you want to share it? I mean,
it's up there. You gotta reach out to see, man. It all depends.
Just know it's up there. Now, also, like Milwaukee, we on fire right now. Honestly, we got TikTok like on lock, man. Like, how do you feel about all the new music off TikTok and stuff like that? And then also like the success and how Lil Frank, and Big Frank, they both going viral. Like, what is your thoughts on that? Like, you know how a lot of people might clown Lil Frank and stuff like that. What is your thoughts on that?
I honestly like to see it. I like to see Milwaukee like thriving,
right.
Period. And then also, I like when I go on TikTok because a lot of people is kind of like a little bit bitten off my wave a little bit. So I remember back when people was like, my style ain't gonna get nowhere. But now I can see it on TikTok, like the kids, they doing songs like how I used to do, they dancing like how we used to dance, like all that stuff. So it'd be like, I be feeling like a proud dad.
Right. You know, most definitely, like you gotta show respect to back then and to the people who really paid the way and stuff like that. You know, I feel the same way, bro. Like, it's Milwaukee, bro. We all on the same page trying to make it.
Right.
And I see a lot of people saying stuff like, oh, he this or that gay. Like, just because he different don't mean he still ain't from Milwaukee, you know what I'm saying? Right. And he got the attention. So by him having that attention and people like, I mean, I ain't gonna tell nobody, if you don't like it, you don't like it, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if we want to move like forward as a city, we gotta support each other.
Yeah.
Because you never know, by him keep going viral and doing what he doing, like what kind of light that can shed on this city.
Yeah,
like,
because if that light shine on one person, like that light can be bright enough to touch other people too,
right,
and put everybody else in that same light too,
right. And also like even with Big Frank, man, shout out to Lil Frank and Big Frank. Like, Big Frank going crazy too with the backpack. Like, do you have any collabs with Big Frank? Like, have y'all ever worked on music before? And also, is y'all gonna work on the music?
Yeah. Me and Frank got a lot of songs, man. You know, Frank practically grew up around me, so you know, it's like he like a little brother.
Right.
So yeah, we got a lot of music.
Now, how do you feel about seeing his songs going viral and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, you know, I fuck with it. You know, I tell Frank all the time. We talk, you know, in private a lot. So you know, I support everything he do.
Right, man. Shout out Lil Frank and Big Frank and everybody in Milwaukee doing their thing, man. Now, let me ask you, who is your favorite artist in the city right now that you like to listen to or you just like?
I listen to everybody. Lately, I've been listening to a lot of certified trapper lately. So
Yeah.
he kind of remind myself of me because he with the making beats and
Yeah.
you know he doing everything like he doing everything on his own grind type. So,
Right. Right.
So I see the grind.
Right. That's dope, bro. And I heard he just got out too. So,
Oh yeah,
is that correct?
That's what's up.
Shout out, man. Welcome home, certified trapper, man. Maybe y'all can even get some hits in or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, most definitely can.
Yeah. Now I even see you be doing collabs with Mook G, man. That dummy ass y'all had, man. That song cold.
Oh yeah.
Like, and I like I said, when we out, bro, like anywhere, bro, we can be bowling wherever we at. Like a Munch Lauren song is going to come on, or a Mook G song is going to come on. Like, how did that song come about, and like, how did y'all form that like connection to even do music together?
I knew Mook before he was rapping. You know, he used to be a dancer. And stuff.
Chop It Up days.
Chop It Up.
Yep.
Yeah. So we Bankhead had this thing called Dance for Peace, where he had like all the dancers would come in there and they was just dancing. It was like I think it was like every Wednesday or something like that. And I decided to come to one of them, and Mook was there, and they was playing the first Dummy Ass. And I don't know if you know, at the ending of the first Dummy Ass, it's like I switched the beat up, and then I let it just ride out. And then Mook was like, "Man, you need to kill that. You need to kill that second part of the beat."
Yeah.
He's like, "You need to." He was telling me that, and then I cop on. I didn't really believe in remixes like that, so
right.
I don't really like remixing my songs and stuff like that.
Right.
And he was on me for a few years with it, and then finally I just caved in and we did it. And we just made Dummy Ass too.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man, that song right there, man, is just crazy. Like, without a video, it was doing numbers.
Yeah.
Like, without a video, like, it was getting spins, 1 million views on YouTube, audio only. You know how hard it is to, like, have just audio to get 1 million, bro? Like, because we live in a time where people like to have videos other than audio and stuff like that. So, that was a blessing to actually see that happen.
The crazy part is, to me, it's kind of the other way with me. It's kind of harder for videos.
Really?
It's more easier for audio.
Why do you think that?
I think it's because just because I can easily just put it out. I can just throw it out there and spread the word. And I kind of treat my music like how I treat my parties. I just spread it to everybody. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Check it out. And it end up like somebody end up doing something to it, or they ended up playing it somewhere at the right time, and that's what make it take off all the time.
It never fails, man. Now, speaking of like the music, how you treat your music and stuff like that. You've been making, like, not to count pockets, but you've been making a bag off music for a while. Like, if some people want to know, or does it say me, like, not counting your pockets, like, what is the most you made just off screaming, and like, what's a monthly income that you make that artists can make off their music?
You can make thousands off this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know a specific number, but I'm just saying you can make a living. You can make a living off music.
Yeah,
thousands and thousands, even in Milwaukee.
Yeah. Now let me ask you: are you making enough money to the point you don't have to have a 9-to-5?
I haven't had a job in 6 years.
Wow, that's crazy. Now, y'all hear this, man. Like, I'm here with the man now. We gonna get into it. Like, y'all gotta have y'all business right, because, a lot of times, a lot of people just be wanting the fame, want to just drop a video and be like, they finna see this video, not knowing it's like a process if you really want to get money, because also, like, you get paid off YouTube?
Yeah, I get paid off YouTube.
Can you break down how YouTube works when it comes to getting paid?
Basically, they just go off the on-demand streams. Like, the more views you get, the quicker you get them, the more you get. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they go off the ads too. Like, say if this video get 100,000 in a month versus another video that get 100,000 in a year, you make more money than the video that get the 100,000 in a month versus the 100,000 a year, because you got the 100,000 faster.
Right. It's coming, that audience
something
coming.
Like how the TVs is. You watch TV for free, but they get paid from advertisements and all that stuff. So that's basically what it is.
Right. That's crazy, man. Like, just to be getting that bag, bro. And you said 7 years?
Yeah, 6 years.
6 years, that's a blessing, bro. Like, to be doing your music thing and don't have to work a 9 to 5 and bills is high. So that lets you know that you're doing a good job, bro. And
I want to clear that up. You know, if you got a job and go ahead and keep working, don't just quit and just hop in this. Like, stack it up and then do what you got to do. Right,
because it ain't nothing wrong with a 9 to 5 at all.
Yeah,
like,
it's not.
Because I'm pretty sure it's like it took you a while to get where you was at. Like, you had to do all that groundwork. It's like anything you got, like a business or anything music, you got to build your clientele up and work on your craft. Right. And then once you get enough like recognition and you get enough clientele, then you can hop out there on faith.
Yeah. When you feel like it's right, you can go ahead and take that jump.
Right. Now, do you have, like, I think last time we talked, I think we was talking about like some deals. This present day right now, do you have any deals on the table?
No, not on the table. Not really. We just me and my team. We really don't too much focus on the deals because we pretty much trying to make this what we got going on turn into like the record label. So
right. Now I was gonna ask you about that too, like because I'm pretty sure y'all probably did have people reach out to y'all. Like, what's some like pros and cons when it comes to this game and like what to watch out for, like far as shadiness?
I would just say just read them contracts. Whatever contract in front of you, make sure you read it, get somebody to go over it. Because to be honest, like these deals and labels is pretty much as loans.
Yeah.
That's all. They just big loans. You got to pay them back. I think a lot of people think labels come in and give you all this money and you good. Like, that's your money. Like, no, that's their money. You got to make that money back. And you got to make sure you make money off of it so you can eat too. So that's where a lot of people probably get messed up at.
Right. That's a fact. And I understand some people might make some decisions because of their situation.
Right.
You know, and it's just best to try to like,
I feel like if you do, like, if you feel like you're in a situation to where you got to make a decision, just don't bite off more than you can chew.
Right.
So, a lot of people be feeling like, I rap, I need millions, I need M's, I got to sign for M's, but they never made an M in their life.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Now, when it comes like with the whole music aspect of it, stuff like that, like what is some advice that you would give to an artist who's trying to like before I get to that, let me ask you something. Now, y'all independent, like, is it hard being like doing your own thing, being independent, like what all come with that?
It's just more work. You're just doing more groundwork. That's all. It ain't really too much I wouldn't say it's harder or easier. It just it all depends on the person, and you get all the money. So
it's more of a risk. You got to put your own bag up and stuff like that, and have your own team. Right. Now, back to this question. It's a young artist out here that's watching this. That's probably gonna watch this, and they watch you. What is some advice that you can give them, like when it comes to them trying to do music?
I say. For one, you got to stay consistent. Keep dropping, keep shooting out them videos, keep making content. Patience. Mm-hmm. You need patience. A lot of people think stuff supposed to happen like right then and there. Like they drop something, they supposed to blow up. They supposed to get. A lot of people look at the numbers too. They'll be like they'll drop something and want to see 100,000 that first day. Like sometimes you might get it later on. Like for example, I dropped the Blue. In like May 2016, it didn't blow up until like August 2016, like months later. I thought in my head, I figured it was a hit, but when I seen like it only got like 1,000, a couple thousand the first week, I'm like, man, they probably don't like it. A few months later, it just instantly shot up, and now that's one of my biggest songs.
Yeah, man, that shows y'all, man, consistency and staying down and just. Stop thinking about the views and the money right away. You got to put that work in and build yourself up.
Stop letting them numbers. Don't let them numbers distract you.
Exactly. Just because you got low numbers don't mean ain't nobody watching. Like, you'll be surprised. Like, now I got 2 more questions for you. When it comes to you doing shows, do Munch Lauren get nervous, man?
In the beginning, I used to. No, I don't no more.
Yeah.
It's more like I'll be ready to go out there.
Right.
Now I be ready, especially the bigger the crowd, the more ready I be. Like I be ready. Oh, they lit. I'm geek. I'm ready. Let's go.
I can imagine how that feels, just having like hundreds of people just knowing your songs, knowing who you is. Just they all there. They all bought a ticket just to come see you perform. Like that gotta be surreal, man. Like I can just imagine, and I can already see how you be packing out stuff now. I can just imagine down the line arenas. So that's definitely coming. Now, my final question for you is, man, what can we be expecting from Munch Lauren in the near future?
We could be expecting more hits. You know, we're gonna try to do more stuff, like get more artists involved. Like, you know, I'm really trying to help Milwaukee, man. Not just Milwaukee, Wisconsin, just people who got the same story as me, so we can really, you know, me and my team like to take people and put them under our wings and help them grow and, you know, blow up.
Right. And y'all definitely on the right path, man. Like I said, you move the right way, man. I ain't never seen you move like weird or act Hollywood or, you know what I'm saying? Like you do what you're supposed to do. You handle your business. You go take care of your business. You professional. And then your team is good. You got a good team. You ain't got no shady people. And they do a good job pushing you, man. So, yeah, man. Also, man, I heard you just did a song with Skilla Baby, man. How did that come about, and what's the song?
Yeah, we got a song called "Living Fast." Basically, we seen that he was doing features. We reached out to him, connected with him. I had the song already done. I cleared the space for him, sent it to him. He sent it back ASAP. You know, this was like around the time he was feeling great and go to jail. So we kind of, I was sitting on the song because I wanted to shoot the video to it, but you know, he kind of went to jail. It kind of like pushed everything back and ended up dropping it.
Now, is he still in jail right now?
No, he out now. You know, he out.
Okay. Do y'all have a video for the song?
No, we don't.
Is any talks about doing a video?
Not at the moment. We just put it out.
Yeah, and he's from Michigan too, right? Am I correct?
Yeah, he's from Detroit. Detroit.
That's what's up, bro. Like, it's a lot of things. I want to ask you this too. It's a lot of it'd be a lot of talk about how Milwaukee and Detroit sound alike. We really get the short end of the stick where they say we copying them and stuff like that. What's your take on that?
I don't think we sound alike, to be honest.
That's what I was thinking.
If you really listen to, like, even like the slap music, if you listen to the slap music, you listen to Detroit music, that slap music got more of a upbeat. It's more upbeat, and, you know, we sound more jacking and, you know, slick talking and all of that stuff versus you know, Detroit. You know, they getting their shit off too, but theirs more kind of a slower tempo, and they more talking about like some real life stuff. Right. They ain't really like too much flipping words and, you know, metaphors too much like that. They just talking some like they real struggle type shit.
Right, and then it's also like the way the difference is with me. It's the way we talk, bro. Like
right, different lingo.
Yeah, different lingo. At first, it used to be kind of similarities in the beat, but even now I hear a difference in the beats.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? The way we talk, like, and the main thing they always compare is like, no diss to Detroit. It's all love. They talk about the Cardis and stuff like that, the bus, like, and I hear a lot of people say we've been had that. You know, even Babyface Ray got on there and said that Milwaukee been doing this.
Yeah, I used to see my pops, my uncles, like back in the 90s when I was little, they had Cardis on, and I ain't know nobody from Detroit. So
right.
They was wearing Cartiers and all that.
It's just, yeah. And we've been doing it. It just seemed like it's like, because we really rock with Detroit, and I believe they rock with us too. It's like a lot of people try to put like a split in between us and stuff like that.
But, you know, we right. That's like our neighbors, so they, of course, there's going to be some type of similarities because, you know.
Right.
It's right there.
Right. Now, speaking on Milwaukee and Detroit, or Wisconsin and Michigan, must I say, the Jordan Poole situation with Draymond Green, how that was handled in practice with the fight. I'm pretty sure you've seen that, right?
Yeah, I seen it.
Like, what do you think about that? Like, what you think about that situation? Do you think Draymond was wrong, or do you think Poole was wrong, or do you just think it was just like it happens?
I don't really know because there wasn't no context really with it. Really, I ain't gonna lie. When I seen it, I kind of got mad deep down the side, like man, this. Man, but you know, it ain't no context with it, so we really don't know what happened. We don't know what was said, but it kind of was like, oh, why you do that, bro?
Right,
it was
right.
kind of like that, like.
And then
hell no.
Right. And then a lot of people was like, man, Poole, he like anybody from Milwaukee ain't finna let you walk up, but you gon', you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That
You
first,
know, I be hooping and shit, so I know like he probably was talking that shit, and you know he was showing them too, so it could have been
much.
that. So
pretty
you
much.
know how Milwaukee be when they hoop. So
Yeah, knowing
Jordan. Shit.
Knowing Jordan Poole, man, how he play, man, how characteristic is, and he just how passionate he is about the game. But then knowing Draymond, they probably was just both talking shit to him, and then
Going
you know
back and forth. Yeah, probably just went a little too far. That's it.
Yeah, then Poole gave him that Milwaukee lingo and said, "Sean, he probably shit broke eyes or something like that." You know? And then he was like, you know, it just led to one thing another. Now, what do you think about that getting out? Like, do you think that was like, because you know, it's a lot of legendary practice fights that don't get shown.
Right.
All of a sudden, this one, like. And then just looking at how the world was bashing Poole, even some people in Milwaukee, like, what is your take on that? Like,
I feel like that it shouldn't even got out. Really, that should all be on the organization. You know, that's their fault for letting it get out like that. Somebody was in there, you know, it was a rat.
Yeah.
Basically a rat there. They put it out there. But I feel like it's basketball. Like, you know, like I hoop with my guys damn near every week. We be arguing like a mud. We just hooping. But when we leave the gym, it's back. All right, bro, you want to catch something to eat? No, it's back to that. So
right,
it's just a competitive sport. So
right, that's playground.
I think the video made it worse though.
Right, that's
what it is.
Seemed like it was intentionally done just to get a bag. Like
yeah,
and it did its job. So like, as far as our city, man, as a whole, what do you think about our music in our city as a whole?
As a whole. Man, I think Milwaukee up next, man.
Yeah, I think
Milwaukee
the same
next.
thing.
We got all these people just doing numbers like, and for some reason I don't know if it's just my TikTok, but every time I get on TikTok, I see somebody dancing to Milwaukee music or doing something to Milwaukee music, like, or doing a Milwaukee dance, or it's just something about Milwaukee always popping up on my timeline.
Right, all the time. Now, let me ask you this about TikTok as well. Like let's go back when Sean P. them had that song they did that went viral. Yeah. Have you ever reached out to them and gave them some game? Not saying they needed it, but like, you know, you've been doing this for so long, getting a bag off social media, YouTube, screaming. Have you gave them any game? Like, hey, y'all doing a good job right now. Y'all should do this. Like, capitalize on this and do this. Get your business right.
Most likely I did, because I ain't gonna lie, every time I see somebody like going up, I try to reach out and talk to them. So I most likely told them something. You know, I remember, I think the first time I seen him was like at a celebrity game. We was doing a celebrity game. He came there, and you know, I talked to him for a little bit. I talked to Esco too. So, you know, I told him a little something.
Right. Now, still on Milwaukee music, one of our own, Lakeyah right now, she got so much backlash from the city from that comment she said it. I don't think I ever, around the time I interviewed you, I don't even think that was out. Like, do you think the city took like what she said too harshly or too much to the heart, or do you think it could have been worded better?
I feel like it was just like a lot of people was more probably disappointed. Like, dang, man, like we really was behind you, and they probably feel more hurt than anything. Like, it kind of hurt them. So, but I mean, she entitled to whatever she think and feel. She entitled to that.
Right.
You know, it's. I don't feel no type of way about her.
Right. I mean, I didn't take it too deep or nothing. And then you know, also like now let me ask you this. Your song Big Money, man, that did a lot of numbers, bro, and still to this day is one of the biggest songs. How did that feel going back to Jordan Poole, Milwaukee's own? How did it feel to see Jordan Poole play Big Money in his stories on social media?
I ain't gonna lie, I was happy.
Yeah.
I was what was I doing at the time? Oh, I was lining up my beard. I'm lining up my beard. My phone just ringing like crazy. It's in the other room ringing. My girl like, your phone just keep ringing. She's saying that. I'm lining up. I'm like, I'm gonna answer in a minute. And then she told me like, your manager calling now. I'm like, bring me the phone. She bring it to me. I open it. You know, you told me, you know, you see Jordan Poole page. I'm thinking he talking about the contract. I said, yeah, I know 4 years, 140.
Yeah.
He got a bag, you know. He's like, no, go look at the page. You know, and I went to go look at it, and it kind of made me feel happy because, you know, somebody that's from the city that got up there, you know, they shed some light on me. You know,
Right.
And sometimes that don't happen a lot, but for
Right.
him to do that, he ain't have to do that. So for him to do that, you know, I gained a whole nother respect for him.
Right. That's dope, bro. And shout out Jordan Poole, man, because, like,
Yeah, shout out Jordan, man.
yeah, we get people like Lakeyah, she represent Milwaukee for sure to the fullest, but, you know, sometimes she get the short end of the stick because, like, even on her new show, people still was mad at her again, saying, like, Milwaukee is the ghetto and all that. Jordan Poole, man, like, that man is balling. He's in the NBA, and he reps Milwaukee to the fullest.
Right.
Like, that's amazing, bro. Like, even, like, Looney come back and stuff like that. For us to have, like, how does it feel on your behalf just to see two Milwaukee natives in the NBA on a championship-winning team, won a championship, and still rep home and just, you know, put it down? Because, you know, it's hard to make it out of Milwaukee. Like, how does that make you feel as a Milwaukee native yourself?
It's crazy, man. It's crazy because not only that, you see a lot of Milwaukee like hoopers getting in the league, like, and it's be like, you know, it's showing hope for the kids to show them it's another way. Because, you know, like, I know growing up I wanted to go to the NBA, but I was too short. So I'm like, I ain't making it.
Right.
But, you know, people like that, they probably see Jordan Poole, Looney, you know, everybody that made it and be like, oh, I got a chance, and they'd keep on going. You know, I didn't really see nobody. The only person I probably can remember was, you know, Latrell Sprewell, and he was going through a lot.
Right.
So I was like, man, ain't no hope for me.
Right.
And I went to rap. So.
Right. Another thing, man. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Y'all heard
Right.
Jordan Poole was playing that man music in his stories. Y'all already know that bag just went up. That price just went up, man. Y'all should have got it while y'all could, but it ain't too late, man. You got to invest in your craft. That's another thing. Let's talk about investing. Like, for artists, like, what is, like, how heavy, like, how important is it to invest in your craft?
It's real important because, you know, music like a roller coaster. It's like every business is a roller coaster. So, you know, you don't want to, especially like in my situation, you know, like I said, I ain't been working for 6 years, so I can't just depend on just solely 100% my music. You know, I still got little investments here and there just to bring in a little twos and fews, so I won't feel like damn, I gotta go get a job because, you know, this month was kind of bad,
Right.
you know, or like that. So I feel like you gotta figure out the money you do make off your music, you know, try to put it back into your music and try to figure out other stuff you can put into, like, here and there to build up on the way up.
Right. A lot of people need to hear that. Like, invest in yourself. Like
plant them. You gotta plant seeds.
Yeah, plant seeds. Now, you was a big artist, bro. Jordan Poole plays your music. Do you ever feel like it was once a time, or even now, that people seem to forget who you was? Or what you are, and like how powerful you are, and like, I do this, like, you know, y'all forgot about me or whatever. Have you ever felt that?
I think it go back to like what you saying, like with the singles and albums.
Yeah.
So it's like if I'm constantly not in their face, they remember me, but they probably it's probably slipped their mind.
Right.
They be slipping their mind like until something like that come in their face again. Then it's, oh, let me go see what Munch been doing. They go check it out more and, you know, stuff like that. But that's how I be feeling with that.
Right, bro.
It's just all about standing in their face.
Right. Now, 2 more questions. I talked about, I asked you about the city as a whole. Do you think the music scene right now is better now, or is it like, what was your favorite point of time in music? Was it like the 2015, 2017, or was it the 2010 era, or is it now because you can still get a variety of all that?
It's something I like about every era, though, because it's like when I first came out, I liked it the way the events, like everybody was going to events. Now people come to events, but it's kind of, you know, a lot of people kind of steer away from events now just because of how the world is. You know, they steer away events. But right now it's more money in it, like streaming wise. You know, back then I damn, it wasn't making nothing off my music. I was just doing it because I had threw some parties. That's what I was making my money off of, throwing parties, and I was playing my music, giving them something to dance to. So So I feel like I liked it all. So it was like it's just certain parts. Every you gotta adapt. You gotta adapt.
Before my last question, let me squeeze one more in there. The type of music you do is strictly for the hits and like the clubs and the booty shaking, like for the girls and stuff like that. Have you ever felt like any negativity coming from people like, oh, he don't do nothing else, he can't rap like this, he can't do it like that? First of all, like, can you even do the other rap, or you just choose to do this? Like what is your take when it comes to music and people always saying, oh, you gotta be super lyrical, or you gotta rap on these type of beats, or like what is it, what's your opinion when it comes to that?
You ain't gotta. I just do what I feel.
Right, because
I can't rap lyrical and all that stuff, but I don't want to go to sleep in the studio.
Right, because a lot of people be stuck in their ways. Like it might be old heads stuck in the 90s or the early 2000s or whatever the case may be, and they be like, man, bro, can't switch it up or do this and that. How do you feel about, like, you know how they credit, like, always like giving the baby slack about having one flow, or not saying you have one flow, but I'm saying like
the same, like he going with what he know work.
Now, because I always wonder that, like, is it a bad thing to really not switch up your flow? Like, if this is your flow and this is what got you here and this is just what you're known for, instead of you trying to switch up a flow and be like somebody else, like, is that a bad thing?
In a way, it might be a little bit, because some people listen to everybody, then they'll come outside their character and they'll start rapping like something they not.
Yeah.
Like I said, like I really just go in and however the beat sound and whatever come to my head at the time, that's what I go with.
Yeah.
So I just go with, because and a lot of times a lot of people don't realize a lot of my music is like club or twerk, what they say, but if you sit down and listen to it, I'm not strictly just saying, shake that ass, bounce that ass, shake that ass. Right. I really be saying stuff, and I just be throwing it on club beats.
Right.
Like that type of.
And it'd be cold and it'd be catchy and it'd be like, it's still bars to me. Like, just because it ain't a certain flow that certain people like it don't mean it ain't no punchlines or no good witty bars in there and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, since we talking about the baby, man, let me ask you something. You got to keep it real with me too much, man. If you would have smashed Megan The Stallion, would you would have had said it in the song? Would you would have said something like, bro, or you would have took it to the grave?
Probably took it to the grave.
Yeah, I would have probably took that to the grave too. But some people different. Nothing against the baby. Everybody different. Some people don't care, or some people are like, I would have took it to the grave because I ain't trying to mess up for myself no more in case that line.
He probably feel like he wasn't finna hit no more.
Yeah,
so he like, fuck it.
But not even that though. Like, somebody else might be watching, like, oh, nah, I ain't finna do no him. He's told.
He probably got an inbox full of them, like, what's up?
Could be too, like,
even though a lot of girls, they like to see you, the more, my bad for my language, the more bitches you fuck, the more bitches you fuck.
Right.
Like, that makes sense.
Right. Now, before we close it out, also, not to be in your business, but are you in a relationship?
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you, since, like, do your girl get mad when you do Cheek Fest and the shows? Because I'm pretty sure women attract to you because they like you. They like, oh, it's Munch Lauren. He made that song. He this.
Yeah.
How does she take to this life that you in?
Girl, she cool. She know we might go shopping the next day. She be hoping a lot of booties there. Yeah. She said she be hoping this capacity.
All right, so that's cool.
So we can go out the next day.
All right, she ain't tripping about, as long as you bring that bag home and you know what you supposed to be doing.
Yeah, she trusts. That's all.
Right.
It's all about trust when you're in a relationship. It's loyalty, respect, and trust.
That's a fact. Now, I want to close it out with this, man. We in a time like today, man, a lot of artists is getting killed or getting, like, harmed in their own city due to jealousy and stuff like that and clout. Do you think it's going to be a time, like, even like people own city turn on them? Do you think it's going to be a time where you're going to have to move? And have you ever thought about moving?
I thought about moving, but I feel like I said earlier, I don't really be into shit to be getting to it with stuff. A lot of people, they kind of be going back to their city and still trying to sit in the hood. Man, I ain't been to the hood in like 10 years. Man.
Right.
I ain't been back to the hood like what for? Ain't nothing there for me.
Right.
You know, everybody that I mess with there, you know, I probably talk to them on Facebook or whatever, but I just don't feel no need to be just standing in the hood or just chilling in the hood. Like, you know, we do this to get up out the hood, not to get up out the hood and go back to it.
Right.
You know, and when it comes to like giving back to the hood, I can give back to the hood without actually just walking around. You know, I'm in the hood. Well, like, what up? Like,
yeah, ain't nothing. You don't got nothing to prove. You already been there. You know where you come from. People know where you come from. Like, you don't have to glorify, you know, where you come from or try to prove a point. You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause a lot of people be like,
that's all it be. A lot of people be trying to prove points, and they go back and, you know, they probably had some old beef or, like you said, some jealous shit. You know, and shit happen. Right,
man. That's crazy. That's sad.
I got kids. I can't be doing that.
All right.
I got to be here for them.
Right. Now, like, man, I just want to wish you the best of luck. Congratulate you on everything you've done, bro, because you have done a lot for the city. You done brought light to the city. You done made the city fun, because it's a time, like, you know, a lot of people like to talk about what they talk about. Like, you're different, like. And I'm not knocking nobody. Shout out to everybody. You do what you do. That's your lane. But you stuck to your lane, which is make them girls dance, make people come spend money, make people want to have fun. Like, you know.
Just want everybody to enjoy themselves.
Exactly. And I just want to tell you to keep doing what you're doing, bro. Like, don't let nobody try to tell you or knock you off what you doing, and stay in your lane, because your lane have got you here so far. It brought you so far, bro. Yeah. And it's still gonna take you to many more places, bro. And look what it's done for you already. Like, you've been self-employed. You're your own boss. You've been making money off of your craft, which is everybody's dream, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to congratulate you, bro, and give you your flowers now, bro, and to tell you to keep doing it, bro, keep pushing and keep giving back, and just keep being an inspiration to the city, bro, and don't let nothing stop you, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, there's always love. You know, I rock with you, bro, and I appreciate you.
Man. If you ever need me, you know, just reach out, man. We can always make this happen, man.
For sure, bro. And that means a lot. Oh, yeah, what else you got? Do you got any more shows or anything besides Cheeks Fest and stuff?
October 28th, we got the Turn Up the Votes, my bad.
Turn Up the Votes.
At the Red Arrow Park on Water Street.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be there October 28th.
Okay.
Turning up, it's a whole lineup. What is it? Jacob Lattimore, Lil Frank, Super Throw Day, Big Frank. No, there's plenty of people going to be there.
That's huge, bro. That's huge. That's a big show. And is that like to try to get people to vote and stuff like that, or just
to encourage people to vote?
Yeah, that's dope, man. Congratulations on that, man. Because like to be on the card that big, bro, you got to be doing something. You know what I'm saying? You've done a lot. And to everybody out there watching this episode, man, get out there and vote, man. If you want your situation and community to change, bro, get out there and vote.
Yeah, get active.
Get active, man, to try to make our communities better, our city better, man. Everybody just strive for their dreams, man, and keep pushing, man. And you see Munch Lauren sitting up here with me right now, man. And he could be anywhere else. He doing shows. He making money. He's living out his dream. He's still supporting, giving back to the city, man. We all can do that, man. So let him be a living inspiration and testimony and everything, man. Whatever you want to see in him, man. Don't stop, man. Anything is possible, man. Even for the youth, man. Y'all stay safe out there and do what y'all do, man. And appreciate you for coming on the show, Munch.
I appreciate you having me.
For sure.
Make it clap, bend it over, touch your toes. For the cam, OnlyFans, strike a pose. God bless.